We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw here.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw here, hauled in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. (7-7) our score after one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down now, Barkley, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw again.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 20. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off near the 29. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's Tony bringing it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one caught by Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on. and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards as the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 72 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check it back, check it back.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
It's a big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Pass caught, Miller.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 2nd and 16.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.